show, please?
Yeah.
All right. I went to a show at Club Soda that was promoted by students from the École de Showbiz, which is a school that teaches you sort of the management side of being in show business.
What about you, Ariel?
I did my story on the Real Scene magazine. It's a magazine basically run by teenagers and people in their 20s, and it's all about black popular culture in the city.
I did a story on Kids in Action. It's a bunch of kids in action. I mean, they're all in theater and they're doing movies and stuff like that. They're pretty damn good, so.
I did a story on two guys at an aviation school where students can try their hands at flying a plane and getting their license.
Tell me about this magic story.
Well, we sent Josh out to do a story about this magic game, which is this new sort of card game, but it's more than a card game. They sold 2 billion of these things in the last 3 years. Everybody's playing it, and Josh went and learned how to play, and now he's getting money from all of us.
Top Gun.
I have got to get me one of these!
Independence Day. Is it really the right stuff? Well, it's a little more real than that, and Jason here can show us how.
Cornwall traffic, Zulu Tango Fox, taking off runway 28.
It's nowhere near as easy as it looks like in the movies, is it?
It all depends. Like, once you get a good number of hours, you know pretty much what you're doing. And
always wanted to fly airplanes. Recently I've started working as a mechanic on aircraft. The last thing I want is a spark when I'm fueling an airplane. So I'll ground the plane by hooking it to either any metal attachment, such as the exhaust system or like that. Here we're selling our fuels at about 79 cents a liter. It's pretty pricey.
God. You have to fuel both sides?
Yep. Well, basically what we're going to do, we're going to just do a walk around. And this is how I check my fuel. This fuel is blue. Yeah. So they use a dye in the fuel, and it helps to make sure like this is the right octane.
Can you eject from these planes?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, no, none of that.
So if you crash, you're dead. How often do you come here?
I practically live here.
How did your passion start for flying?
Well, I guess I could say I went to an air show about 10 years ago. After I saw like a fighter jet fly, I thought that was really neat, and I always thought, gee, that'd be the best.
What is your favorite thing about flying?
I just love basically the fact that you can fly above everything, get you to point A to point B a little faster, stuff like that, I guess. It really has thrilled me just to go, yeah, like you say, scenery and stuff. So it's nice to see the view from up above. It's fun, it's a rush, and it's also, it's always exciting.
Let's fly this baby.
Let's rock and roll. We'll start our engine first.
Now what do I do?
This is what they call straight and level flight. You see your altimeter.
Don't try this in real life. Can you actually crash on the simulator?
Yes, you can.
Would you black out in a situation like this?
No, you'd probably be screaming too much with fear.
Jason, I think we're ready for the real thing.
Welcome to 172. For your safety and comfort, remain seated and seatbelts on.
What got you first interested in flying?
Well, I guess being in the north, having to fly, like everywhere you go, you have to fly. There's no roads to take anywhere. I've always liked it. I like being in the air, and so.
What is the best thing for you in flying?
Well, I guess it'd be the fun stuff like doing spins or spirals or different kind of maneuvers.
Things to scare the cameraman.
Yeah, stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was really wicked.
So, what did you think of the landing? Did you think I did all right, or?
I thought the landing was really cool, but I think the best thing of all is the dive. It's a pilot's tradition to do something after their first solo flight. Here they staple a piece of their clothing to the wall. Jason, what the hell is that all about?
Oh, it's kind of like a tradition. They started and now everyone's doing it now. So I guess it's for something to remind them of their first solo, or something to remember them, or a memento. Or, mine's here, actually. Right here.
We at BuzZone thought it would be an important public service to hit the streets and ask people what's the worst or the best or the most memorable pickup line they've ever heard.
A good one? No one's ever said this to me, though. Nice shoes, wanna
I guess the best is just like offering a drink.
The worst pickup line would be, I know you from somewhere.
The worst? What's your sign?
If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would put you and I together.
The best one was, I like every bone in your body, especially mine.
What never works? The truth.
The best pickup line I've ever heard is, my friend wants to know if you think I'm cute.
If the girl's got a boyfriend, it's I ain't jealous. It works all the time. She thinks about it and like she goes for it.
Oh, baby, I was wondering, you got mirrors in your pockets?
No.
Oh, 'cause I swear I could see myself in your pants.
Does your father own a jewelry store? Well, no. Then why do you look like a diamond? Isn't that horrible? Are your legs tired? Instead, yeah, why is you running through my mind all night?
Wah, wah, wah.
Hi, I'm Neil Patel, and today we're going to be covering the West Island Youth Theater Group.
No, I'm Neil Patel, and we're here on location in West Island to cover Kids in Action.
No, I'm Neil Patel, and here we are at Kids in Action today.
I don't think so, guys. I am Neil, and today we're going to be introducing Natalie Goche and Kids in Action. I hope you enjoy. Hi, I'm Neil
Patel.
But I'm brown.
I don't like the term acting school because I don't believe you can teach anyone how to act.
And now look at people in the eyes. Say hello, not verbally, but with your eyes.
But I can teach them about feeling emotions and about how if they can feel that emotion and bring it out and make me feel that emotion, I can teach them that. And that in turn happens to create good actors.
Why don't you just relax over there?
Okay, you tell me to relax, and I'll cut your throat.
Man, don't be a loo, man, you know? Just chill and everything will be cool. Things work themselves out, you know, like water.
So what do you think of the school so far?
Amazing.
Just like water.
It is. It's life-changing, seriously. It sounds like an exaggeration, but it really is. To be able to act out another character, you have to know yourself really well. And they teach you how to get to know yourself really well.
What have you learned the most from this school, you think?
Just to, have fun and, be in a group activity and just, have somewhere to go where everyone is so nice and you can just learn so much.
And you were Mikey in Rainbow, I think?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fun. That was the best. That was the best, 4 months I've ever had. I got to meet Dan Aykroyd, Bob Hoskins. It was my first big role. It was the best experience for me ever.
Are there a lot of roles for teenagers right now, though, in Canada? Because it seems maybe like there might not be.
It kind of fluctuates. I think the hottest ages are obviously 8 to 12. That's really very hot age for films, for television series.
And do a lot of the kids from this program, I guess a lot of them do get parts?
Oh yeah, Ricky Maybe has played Burt Reynolds' son, and he's now one of the stars of Little Men, which is with Mariel Hemingway. Oh gosh, the list goes on,
Oh, I love this song. That was lots of fun. We did 3 weeks in the Mojave Desert in California and 3 weeks in Montreal in a studio.
You got any inside scoops on Burt Reynolds?
He's the nicest guy I've ever met, and he brought me to his house in California. He brought me to Universal Studios and all through Hollywood.
Cool. Now, is it hard for a teenager to get their big break if they're not a part of a school like this?
Well, if they're not a part of a school, they need to have a very good agent who's very well connected, and they have to understand that they have to start small.
I'm sorry. Would you like?
Please get off me! You're scaring the crap out of me! Get away!
Is acting hard?
I don't know. I mean, for some people, I guess it comes naturally. For some people, you have to work at it, and for some people, they just don't have it.
What you have to do is constantly encourage them, and each child is an individual and has their own particular fears or blocks, and as the year goes on, we try and focus on what each individual needs to work at.
So, what are your dreams? Do you want to be an actress when you grow up?
Actually, I just like doing it as a kid. I don't think I'd like to be when I grow up. I think I want to be a marine biologist or something like that.
Where are you hoping this school will take you in life?
I'm still in CEGEP, you know, I'm just kind of dipping in different fields. So right now I'm just trying out everything. I have no idea where it will take me. Hopefully to a good place.
We need to change this logo from what we have here. Okay. Let's do off the street, see what we come up with. Has to be like tagged like this one. So when do you need it for? Today. Okay, no problem. Always need it for today.
The Real Scene is a magazine that focuses on black popular culture here in the city. And the most amazing thing is they don't have an office, they don't pay their employees, and all the people that work for them do it on their own time. So that's why we're here at this barber shop where the artist for The Real Scene works, and he does all his drawing for the magazine right here. So how long have you been drawing?
Me? About, let me see, 20 odd years.
20 years. How old are you now?
I'm 23.
So ever since you were a kid, it's been something you've loved?
Yeah, pretty much. Pastime more than anything else.
If somebody read an issue of The Real Scene, what types of things would they see in it?
We basically divide the magazine into the 4 major areas of entertainment, which is the arts, fashion, literature, and music.
So how would you incorporate some of the drawings that Misery's doing here into the magazine?
Whatever it takes to enhance the story, whatever it would take to make you stop and watch what's going on the page is what we use it for.
So Misery, you like to draw in the barbershop?
Well, this is where I work. This is a perfect example of how The Real Scene is put together. We have people that work in pharmacies, people that work in record shops, people work in hospitals, like a lot of places. We have people from all walks of life. I mean, it doesn't take too much time, and plus, like, it is a pastime, so if I don't have any customers, I just doodle it on whatever piece of paper I could find and hand it into him, and he does whatever needs to be done.
I'm kind of like the baby of the whole family, and so I started writing there just to get a little younger perspective, like a teenager perspective on it. So, well, right now we're interviewing one of the businesses for our black-owned section. It's called Street Sounds. It's a record shop. It's owned by a couple of Montreal DJs, and we're just going to interview the owners. Cool. Okay. You're Mike, right?
Yep, Mike William.
So who gave you the idea to start this store?
Well, we felt this lack of urban music in the community.
It's something that I like to do. I like to write. I like to go out and talk to people, and I know I'm going to keep on doing this. Money in this case is not important. If I got paid, fine. If I don't get paid, fine. I like to work for the magazine because every time I open that magazine, I see my name in it. I'm like, yes! I like it a lot.
Once we get a graphic like this, put it in here.
This is a scanner?
Yeah, and on the flatbed scanner.
Why did you want to start the magazine in the first place?
We were getting fed up of how the existing media portrays, like, not just black popular culture, but anything that is like youth culture. And that we were looking to give a different spin on how we think the culture should be portrayed.
I think it's a positive message we're sending out to our community.
We're trying to break the stereotype. We need to show a positive light on black popular culture. It's not all about gangs and drugs and whatever else.
I did an article about the youth of the community and Little Burgundy trying to get summer jobs and how they came together as individuals, as young black teens to do this work, and I found that was really important.
I come back here, I do the corrections, and then I take it, then I give it to the printers.
What has the feedback been to the magazine?
So far the feedback is good. Everybody likes the magazine. We've actually sparked a lot of interest, like BuzZone, for example.
I just think it's a really interesting magazine, you know? Up to date.
Keep up to date on black culture?
Yeah.
Real Scene magazine, I think it's about time. We needed it for a long time. It keeps you in touch with what's happening in Montreal, the black music scene, and so forth.
Il y a un titre de spectacle, évidemment, le nom de l'artiste. Les fiches techniques font partie intégrante. In this session, I have 10 students. We do theoric courses, but we like to punch it with reality.
It isn't easy to break into the world of show business if you don't know the right people. But at the École de Showbiz, where they teach more of the management side of the industry, they offer those vital connections. Tonight we checked out a show that the students promoted and also talked to them a bit about their school.
The event is Découverte du Printemps de Bourges. Printemps de Bourges is a festival in French, based in Bourges. It's in the middle of France, and we have 4 bands, and we'll choose one of them to represent the Quebec in April.
So tell me what type of stuff you're learning in school.
In school, I'm learning kinds of stuff that can help you manage a band or manage some people doing in the show business, which means like we learn how to book. We do booking a lot. We do some publicity and promotion for bands. How to do a well-advertised show and how to do it and everything.
What exactly are you doing for this show that's being put on tonight?
For this show, we printed a lot of flyers. A lot of walking around was implicated. We went to used album stores and stuff like that.
My job is make sure that everything's okay. On the stage, if the bands need something like pics or everything. It's a big stress though. I'm running from 8 this morning, so I'm like tired now, but everything will be just fine.
They'll do the light, they'll do the sound, they did the promo too, with us of course, and with all the professors.
How do you find it gives you an advantage?
I think this is for the contact. It's really good because all the teacher in the cultural business, they're working in the business and they give you some contact. It's really good for this.
I spent 2.5 years in CJEP, and I thought that wasn't my bag at all. So when I saw this in the newspaper, I was all like, oh my God, show business. And that was the word that really rang to my ear. I said, oh, this is what I want to do. And I had a band and everything, so I said, why not? I want to learn for myself, and I want to learn to help our band.
Okay, and do you think that because of this stuff, you're going to be able to find a job
Yes.
when you leave the school?
Absolutely.
You're completely sure about that?
Yes, I'm completely sure about this.
Say that.
We push them and we trying to give them a job, you know. But after that, it's them, you know, who has to decide, because any kind of business, if you don't push yourself, it's not happening.
Do a lot of the students coming out of the school find work?
Yeah, last two years, we give like the first contract to the students. 80% of the students have a job from l'École du Show Business.
La sélection donc pour 97 pour le Printemps de Bourges s'appelle l'Assa de Sella.
Definitely we're forming lots of artists or people around the cultural industry right now. We're always wondering, like, will there be a job for these people? But that, I mean, the best will come out.
You should have the story. Hey, God, where's that story?
Hey, wait a second, I'm busy, okay?
Oh, God, I mean, what he doesn't understand is that we're playing Magic. It's a really unique game full of goblins and elves and gorgeous elves with great artwork. And this game has sold over 2 billion cards since 1993. We went to a tournament to find out why it's so popular.
You can never stop, like, enriching your knowledge about it. You'll always be able to find new cards to play with. You'll always be able to learn new things, and there's so many people playing Magic. It's one of the only games where you go to a store and you're guaranteed to find someone to trade with or someone to play with. Whenever you see a wall, it's both. So,
sort of the ages.
Oh, yeah? That's what I want.
Is it restricted?
No.
Oh, yes,
it is. Yeah, that's the same thing.
I don't know. It's only $20. I'm like,
Phil was supposed to get that.
in Arabian Nights. Do you know what third place is?
Good luck in the tournament, guys.
First prize is going to be $40 first prize, $20 second prize, and a pack of starter deck of Mirage is going to be third prize. First table there. You got your own table, guys. Private table in the corner there for 2.
There's something about opening up the packs and getting a card that's going to beat your opponent that just is so thrilling. I don't see anything bad about this. A lot of people compared it to Dungeons & Dragons, where it's a role-playing game. This, you do not become any more of a dungeon, a dragon, or a wizard than you would in poker become the ace of spades.
So, have you ever played cards?
Yeah, I play a lot of cards.
Go fish, poker, blackjack, anything?
Yeah.
Not gambling, but cards. Well, Magic is, I guess you could sort of compare it to that. You have to use your head, but it's a bit more complicated. What got me interested? My love for fantasy and my imagination. That's one of the good things about Magic. Imagination. You get to use your imagination and pretend you're someone else. I'm playing the role of a wizard, and as the wizard I cast spells, and that's where the strategy comes in, because you have to cast your spells well and know what to cast and know what to use. This is an island that's a forest, and this produces 1 green mana. And the green mana lets you summon your creatures. They're always good. You always want to get some land on the first turn, because if you don't, you're stuck. There's no way to get your creatures out. Why is it so popular? Because it's fun. It's the kind of thing you can use your imagination. You can use like skill. It takes intelligence. It takes fast thinking. It takes it's just fun. It's a really great game to play.
Asking that on you. They don't cast it on this. You cast it already.
We've been playing for a few years now. Adrian taught us, and after a while, my dad started playing, and now we're really good, and we have a lot of hard-to-get cards.
These cards do gain in value over time, and so it's on both sides, both the playability and the collectability of the game, which makes it interesting for them. I remember bumping into a parent at one point and says, "You still have any savings left, you know?"
This card is $95. It's a lich. It reduces you down to 1 life, I believe. Yeah, you lose 0 life. And from now on, you can't die from damage. You throw away your cards. This one is the most expensive card ever. That's the Black Lotus. That's the original print of the Black Lotus. It's about a $450 card.
Sacrifice the swamp to regenerate. Oh, that's awesome. 66816. That's it. I don't want that other stupid thing. I want one of those.
I'll flip that.
And she's beating me.
I'll put it there.
I'm down to 3. She's at 25. Beginner's luck.
Okay, I'll
So you're gonna
attack everything.
And this is because anyone can play it. There's female characters, there's male characters, no sexism, no racism, nothing. It's like a great game to play, so it's a game that anyone can play, and like the more girls that are playing, the better. Now you've just dealt me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 damage. I'm at 3. You beat me. Beginner's luck.
Yeah. I can't believe it.
If it ever dies, all card games will die. I think Magic will be king forever.
That is all the time we have for BuzZone this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Get in touch with us. You can fax us, you can phone us, you can write us, and you can even reach us on the internet.